Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Big One Gaming here. Welcome back to episode number 90 of Winning a National Title with every team in the game. If you guys have missed any of the episodes, up in the right-hand corner will be a playlist from episode 1 all the way to 90. We are almost done with this series. But if you guys have missed, or if you guys are unable to watch those videos, completely understand it. Down in the description below will be a record of every team that we've done so far and their season they eventually won a national championship. If you guys do want to bypass the wheel, write a comment down below the team we have not done before, and we can go ahead and do that. But new episode means new team, and let's spin the wheel. Names are getting a little bigger on the wheel, and we are going to JMU, one of the final J teams that we have left to go. So we will gladly take that. So, JMU. I believe we only had Jacksonville State and JMU were the other ones, but we're going back to the Sun Belt. And I think we're getting very close to completing the Sun Belt. Very, very close. But James Madison is the next one. They're a 74 overall. One of the lower overall teams, but I'm pretty sure they did very well, very good this year, or like maybe the season prior. If I remember correctly, but we are Scheme Guru head coach. Yeah, it was the year before. It was like 11-2. So we'll have to see how we do here with this team, but have pretty good seasons at least once they moved up into the FBS level. But checking out our coaching abilities, we do have Motivator, Architect, and Scheme Guru. We're probably going to fire our offensive coordinator, but keep our defensive coordinator. Just because he does have recruiting for the defense. Offensive coordinator, we already have most of what he's got, so it really doesn't really matter at this point. Checking out the team, though, we do have a decent halfback, 87 overall. We're losing a lot of seniors. Our best quarterback is going to be gone. Our top two halfbacks are going to be gone. Wide receivers are okay, but could use some speed. Our two of our top three tight ends will be gone. Our left tackle will be gone. Offensive line just needs depth at this point. Defensive line needs depth. We're losing a lot of them. We're going to lose a lot of players, and we're just going to need to sign a bunch of players. We need a ton of corners. We only have 5. Why do we only have 5 corners? And we do need a kicker and punter in this season too. So, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get everything set up, and I'll see everyone at the end of season 1 here with James Madison. And here we are in season number 1 here with James Madison. We go 5-7 on the season. Not a great year. We start off with a loss, then win, then loss, then back-to-back wins against Ball State and UL Monroe before losing to Coastal Carolina, and you kind of get the gist. Win, loss, win, and then 3 straight losses to end the season is not very good. We're not making the conference tournament. Obviously, we will have to fire our what is our offensive coordinator? Yeah, I think it was our offensive coordinator. It was our offensive coordinator. And we're firing our offensive coordinator because we're going to go after someone with recruiter and tactician. And I think we'll go from there. So hopefully we can find someone good for our offensive coordinator. And hopefully we just level up a ton in the offseason with the training results. KJ Jefferson wins the Heisman Trophy. I think this is the first time I've ever seen him win it in season 1. I could be wrong. But 3,300 yards, 22 touchdowns, 3 interceptions for the UCF quarterback. And we actually got the best punter. That's not what you want. Definitely not what you want in these simulations. But you never know, unfortunately. Could go after Jack Moon. Man, both these guys are the exact same. Not the one I'm looking for there. We're going to go after this guy. Hopefully we sign him, and if we do, that'd be nice because he does have recruiter and tactician. So we're going to go week by week here just for now until we do sign an offensive coordinator. We do got a couple people wanting to transfer out, which is not very good for us because we got a lot of people wanting to leave too, and we did not get them as well. That's unfortunate. Not the guy we're looking for. I don't know how he's got that leveled up, but sure, still no. man, there's just nobody. I think we're just going to have to go after Jack Moon here, and hopefully he joins the squad as an offensive coordinator after just becoming a head coach. Probably not, though. Probably not. But who knows? Who knows what can happen? Still trying to find our offensive coordinator. And we do get him. Wow, he actually came here. That's kind of surprising. So I guess now we'll simulate 2 weeks to the end of season recap here and see who wins the national championship here in season 1 here with the James Madison simulation. Coach prestige goes way down. A lot of people want to transfer out. We go down to a 1-star school. Pro potential is the only thing that improves, which is not very good. And Oregon wins it all here in season 1, 38-20, with Tulane, UCF, Ohio State, Ole Miss, and Miami as the automatic qualifiers. With Clemson, Florida State, Penn State, Missouri, Oregon, Utah, and Tennessee as the at-large bids. But that's going to end season 1. It is on to season 2 here with James Madison. And here we are in season 2 with James Madison. We go 5-7 again. Not a great season, but we actually start off pretty good. We beat FCS, Louisville. We lost to Utah State. Then when we beat Alabama, but then ever since that win, we just fell off. Yo Monroe, lost. We lost 4 in a row. Won 2 in a row, then lost the last 2 of the season. So it was a weird season that we couldn't really get anything going. I'm surprised we beat Alabama in week 4. I guess week 5 at that point. No, it was week 4. But I don't know. I mean, we're 79 overall, so kind of surprised we did win. But Cade Klubnik wins the Heisman Trophy. 4,100 yards, 45 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. Really good season for him. But now for us, it's similar to the end of the season recap here and see who wins it all here in season 2. We're keeping all of our coordinators. We just got to be better, and hopefully not have a 5-7 season again. Hopefully we can maybe flip it and go 7-5. But that's gonna be the big thing. Coach prestige improves, so not many people want to transfer now, and pro potential also improves, and we're now back. No, I think we were a 1-star. We're now a 1.5-star school, so I guess we improved a little bit. But Georgia ends up winning it all here in year number 2, and they went 16-0, 44-32 over Penn State, with Tulane again, West Virginia, Georgia, Penn State, and Clemson as the automatic qualifiers, with Texas A&M, ECU, Cal, Kansas State, Alabama, and Oklahoma, USC as the at-large bids. But that's going to end season 2. It's on to season 3 here with James Madison. And here we are in season 3 with James Madison. We go 8-4, a very nice season finally here with James Madison. We started out 5-0, Virginia Tech, FCS, Marshall, Pitt, and Old Dominion before losing back-to-back against App State and Georgia State. Then we won 3 in a row, Georgia Southern, Coastal, Uconn, before losing to UL Monroe and Arkansas State. We ended up going 11-1 on the season, so not a bad loss in the year, but all in all, still a 500 season. We haven't had one yet, so this is good for us. Very, very good for us. We just signed a route side linebacker, or 2 route side linebackers. We'll take it. We'll gladly take that. I know we were kind of low on linebackers this last year, but up to an A3 now overall team. And, of course, we have to advance 1 more week because we got the Week 16 to see if there are awards here in season number 3. I feel like it's always season 3 that has the Week 16 for whatever reason, but it is what it is. Connor wins the Heisman Trophy, 3,900 yards, 40 touchdowns, 7 interceptions for the quarterback out of North Carolina. We'll be taking on ECU in the Frisco Bowl. So a bowl game for the first time here with James Madison. And we're just going to go ahead and similar to the end of the season recap here. And hopefully we can go 9-4 rather than 8-5. 9-4 looks a lot better compared to 8-5 in my opinion. I feel like that's for everybody as well, but now we're getting close to the end of this series as well. We are 8-5. Coach stability and coach prestige improve, but this being episode number 90, it's getting close to the end here. But taking a look at the bracket, Boise State, Houston, North Carolina, Michigan, and Texas were the automatic qualifiers, with Georgia, Alabama, Ohio State, Kansas State, Tennessee, and Oregon, and Clemson as the at-large bids. But that's going to end season 3. It's on to season 4 here with James Madison. And here we are in season number 4 here with James Madison. We go 9-3 on the season and have reached the Sun Belt Conference Championship here in season 4. We start off very good, beating Maryland and FCS, but then losing to Tennessee only by 3, and beat Akron, Coastal Carolina, lost to Georgia State by 2, and won 4 in a row against Old Dominion, Arkansas State, Georgia Southern, and then beat App State, then lost to Louisiana, then beat Marshall to end the season. So good season all the way around at 9-3. We're going to get the Week 16, I think, here. So we're going to have to advance one more week to see the trophy winners. We did win. We're 9-4. So our championship contender goes up to an A. We're not going to be in the top 25, which is just a little unfortunate. But hopefully we can improve this for next season. What was the score? Oh, no, we lost. I'm sorry. Why did we go up in championship contender then? It was 28-24 loss. We're 9-3. That makes sense. Math is hard. It's fine. But I wasn't paying attention. Anyways, it's still a winning season. We're still going to get a bowl game. Sellers wins the Heisman Trophy with Clemson with 3,600 yards, 33 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. So good for him. And we're playing Ball State in the bowl game. So a bowl game's a bowl game, but hopefully next year we can take advantage of that 9-4 season and try to eventually make a college football playoff. That'd be nice, but who knows what could happen. But we do win the bowl game. We are 10-4. I did the math correctly this time. We went down in coachability, so one of our coordinators left, and coach prestige goes up. So I want to see who is our coach that left. Oh, we got a new defensive coordinator. Okay, that's fine. I mean, we'll take it, I guess. But checking out the bracket though. New Mexico, Ole Miss, USC, Kansas State, and Clemson were the automatic qualifiers, and New Mexico only lost by 1 to Wisconsin. But Cincinnati, Georgia, Oregon, Nebraska, Michigan, Florida State, and then Wisconsin were the at-large bids. And Wisconsin ended up winning it all, putting up only 14 points against New Mexico, then 41 on Clemson, 54 on Florida State, then 17 on Georgia. So, anywho, that's going to end Season 4 and is on to Season 5 here with James Madison. And here we are in season number 5 here with James Madison. We go 10-2 on the season, ranked 14th in the nation, having to play Louisiana in the Sun Belt Conference Championship game. And hopefully we can win this one. But looking at the season, how we did, we beat North Carolina and FCS before losing back-to-back to Miami of Ohio and then Baylor. But then we had a pretty easy schedule. I mean, the only one that we kind of had a tough schedule was Louisiana. Everyone else we played ended up being under 500 besides Coastal Carolina. So this one, hopefully we can win against Louisiana again and move on to the college football playoff. Because I think if we can win, we may have a shot at getting in. We just signed a 4-star center and a 3-star wide receiver and a right outside linebacker. Are we just going to sign everybody? Nope. Okay, we signed 3. And we lost. That's unfortunate. So we do not make the college football playoff because we lost our conference championship game, which is a little unfortunate, but still a very solid season here from James Madison. We will gladly take it. We also level up too, which is kind of nice. But Nathan wins the Heisman Trophy, 64 catches, 1,400 yards, 20 touchdowns on the season. And we playing Virginia Tech in the Birmingham Bowl. It's a ranked opponent. Hopefully we can take this win and eventually go 11-3 on the season instead of 10-4. Because 11-3 probably puts us up there into another star prestige as well. So hopefully we can take advantage of that and move up into another star and use more for recruiting next year. But all in all, and we lost. We're 10-4. But somehow we moved up in the rankings somehow. I don't know how. But pro potential improves, stability improves, and athletic facilities improves because now we were a 2.5 star anyways. So we stay at 2.5. And it looks like Georgia wins it all here in Season 4 over Wisconsin. UNLV, TCU, Wisconsin, NC State, and Georgia were the automatic qualifiers. So if we would have won our conference championship, we would have been the 5 facing Penn State. With Texas A&M, Miami, Stanford, Notre Dame, and Oregon, Florida State as the at-large bids. So, anyways, that's going to end Season 5. It is on to Season 6 here with James Madison. And here we are in season number 6 here with James Madison. We go 11-1 and are in the Sun Belt Conference Championship game. We went 8-0 in the conference as well. Having to play Louisiana again, and hopefully this year we can actually win it. Our only loss came against Oregon, and we ended up going 11-1. We won out UCF, Akron, Charlotte, Georgia State, Coastal, Southern Mississippi, South Alabama, Georgia Southern, App State, Old Dominion, and Marshall before having to take on Louisiana here. And again, if we can win this one, we get a bye. So it would be a nice one. So let's see if we can win this one. Again, it would be nice if we can. If not, then I don't think we make the college football playoff. But we got 590 XP and we won. We are going to be the 8th in the nation. We went down 1, which is kind of weird. But we are an A9 overall team. We finally win the Sun Belt. I think for the first time in a while here with James Madison. But this team is very good. Halfback, 110 yards, 2 touchdowns, player of the week. We love that. So we'll have to advance to one more week because we are going to the college football playoff. It just depends if we get a bye going into it. We just signed a 4-star middle linebacker. We've signed actually a bunch of 4-stars. Actually, one of them wanted to come here, so that's nice. Larry Bibbs wins the Heisman Trophy, 3,300 yards, 40 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. And we do get a bye in the college football playoff, so we'll take it. North Carolina, Kansas State, Oregon, James Madison, and Oklahoma were the automatic qualifiers, with Notre Dame, Auburn, Wisconsin, Virginia, Pittsburgh, and Penn State, Miami as the at-large bid. So we'll get the winner of Pitt or Virginia here in this one, which will be a nice little change of pace from what we normally would get here. And we're going to take on Virginia in the Fiesta Bowl. So this one will be a tough one here. They defeated Pittsburgh 35-34. Very high-scoring game. Notre Dame ended up winning. Auburn won as well in Miami. So the winner of this game with Virginia, James Madison, will take on Miami or Oklahoma in the semifinal game. But let's get started here against 10-3 Virginia. They're a 79 overall team. 79? My goodness. Okay. This should be in theory, should be a cakewalk. We have a big overall advantage here on Virginia. But see how it goes. We're going to start on defense first in this one. And the defense gives up a field goal. It was a long drive, but after that they get stopped and we get a field goal as well in the second quarter. Still second quarter, it's now 13-3 after we turn it over. We can't be doing that even though they're a smaller overall team. We have to score. We get a field goal and a touchdown to tie the game up, 13-all here in the fourth. I was hoping this game would not be tied at this point in the game. 4th and 3, we get a stop on defense, force a field goal. 4th and 3, we punt it away, but we get a 3-and-out, and we get very short field. 3rd and we get stopped, and it's only a field goal with 40 seconds to go. We're going to overtime, and we have to kick a field goal, and that's going to do it. Wait, no! We get a pick! I thought we were going to lose because they were at the 5-yard line. That is, I don't know how that happened. But we get a win. I don't know how. I was literally thinking, man, that's going to do it. We're going to lose the game, but I can't check the scoring summary because it wasn't a score. So I wish there's a way to like check that during the game or after the game, but I mean, he had to throw an interception, right? Yeah, it was a pick. Was there a fumble? No, there was no fumble, so it had to be an interception in the end zone, so we'll take it. But we're moving on to the next round. That was a weird game. Very weird. But I don't know how we won this game. I don't. I was going to say, I'm like, that's going to do it. We just lost to Virginia. We got to move on to next year, but man, what a weird game. But we're moving on to the next round, and that team's going to be Miami in the Rose Bowl. They ended up beating Penn State. Kansas State also won. They had to face Oregon, and we had to face Miami, who beat Oklahoma. Oh, it's not Oklahoma. It was Penn State. They did beat Penn State, and now Oklahoma 43-41. So this one will be a tough game here against Miami, but we're one win away. Against 11-3 Miami, and they are an 89 compared to our 87 overall. This will be a tough one here. Got to find a way to get stops on defense and score when we have the ball on offense, or maybe get some defensive scores as well. That'd be nice, because we're the same exact overall on compared to their offense and defense, but our offense is going to struggle against their defense. But let's go quarter by quarter, starting on defense, and they drive down pretty quickly and take the lead 7-0 after one with a quick score. Offense, though, gets a touchdown to tie it, and it'll be that way at the half, so 7-all. We start with ball in the second half, get a quick touchdown, but so does Miami. We get a turnover and a touchdown to make it 21-14 here in the fourth quarter. But Miami has the football with a chance to tie, and they will. And now we have to retake the lead. And how about that? A 3rd and 8, and we retake it 28-21. But Miami, again, has a chance to tie, and they kick a field goal. So we at least need to get in a field goal range, and we can't. So 1:30 to go. They need a touchdown. There's 21 seconds left on a 4th and 5. They don't do it. And JMU will move on to the national championship game to take on Oregon or Kansas State. And that is huge, because now we are officially one win away from having team number 90 done, which is insane. I hope we face Oregon. I want to avenge our only loss on the season. That happened all the way back in week 1. But you never know what's going to happen. We will be playing Oregon in the national championship game. They're the only team to beat us this season, and they beat Kansas State 42-10. So this will be a tough matchup. So let's get started here against Oregon. They're 14-1, and they're an 89. We're an 88. So we jumped up an overall spot, and we jumped up 2 overalls on defense. So someone had to come back from injury. I don't think we improved a bunch of overall in just one game. So someone had to come back from injury. But all in all, let's see how we do here against Oregon. And we're going to start on defense first in this one. And we get a quick stop. The offense gets a quick field goal, but so does Oregon to tie it up at 3-all after the first quarter. Second quarter, we get another field goal, and another field goal, and another field goal before Oregon takes a touchdown for the first touchdown of the game. It's 12-10 at the half. We get another field goal, and they get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to take the lead by 3. But we have the ball here in the fourth quarter and just immediately go backwards. So we have to tie the game up at 18. We have not scored a touchdown. It's been death by field goals. And it's another field goal. So 7 field goals in this game. Can the defense hold? They do. 4th and 4, and we punt it away. But they got to start from their own 1-yard line. They don't get a first. And that's going to do it. James Madison wins by field goals. 21-18. There was 1 touchdown scored in this game, and it was by Oregon. Actually, 2. There was 2 touchdowns scored in this game, and they're both by Oregon. We didn't score a single touchdown. All we did was kick field goals. The player of the game should be the kicker. But a win's a win, and that's another team down. I think we're only like 40 or so away from getting this series done. I mean, still a long way to go, but we have until July to get it done. It's only middle of May, which is wild to say, but you never know. So national championship, we're going to check the stats before we go. Cumberland had 37, pretty much 3,800 yards, 28 touchdowns, 17 picks. That's a lot of interceptions. Rushing-wise, Tobin 860 with 9, Artmore 141 and 2, Cumberland 117 and 2, and Davis 32 with 1 on the ground. Receiving-wise, Merchant had over 1,000 yards with 6 touchdowns. Eisen almost had 1,000 yards with 9 touchdowns. Krause had 564 and 3, Rico with 506 and 4, Hudley with 284 and 2, Tobin 242 and 1, and Best had 6 catches and 3 touchdowns. That's kind of cool. But defensive-wise, Medina and Jay had both over 90 tackles. Isn't there a kicker named Cameron Dicker? Is that? I know there's Dicker the kicker, but I don't know. I don't know what his first name is. He's on the Chargers. I could be wrong. That's not his first name, but it's kind of funny. But we had 3 guys with over 10 tackles for a loss. Gilliam had 9 sacks to lead the team. Nicholson had 5 interceptions. We forced some fumbles, and we recovered most of them. We did not have a blocked kick. We did have 1 safety and 1 defensive touchdown, so that's cool. Kicking-wise, our kicker missed every single one from 50 and 1 from 30. It was perfect on the year for extra points, and he did have 1 blocked, but he only missed 5 field goals, which is not bad. Punting-wise, Bickley, 2,600 yards. 13 inside the 20 and 10 were touchbacks, not great from the freshman. And no kicker punt return touchdowns here for James Madison in the national championship winning season. But that's going to do it. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, hit the like button down below. It is free. It really helps out the channel. Also, if you guys want to see a team that we have not done before, write a comment down below. Starting to run out of teams, though. We only got about 40 left. But after this weekend, just because it is, I think today's Friday. This Friday will be up. This weekend we'll have no videos, but next weekend we'll be back Monday through Sunday, just so we can start getting smaller and smaller with the teams that we have left to do. And plus, this gives me some time to record over the weekend because college is officially done, so we'll have a lot more videos go out during the week. But hopefully you guys have a great day, weekend, whenever you guys are watching this. And yeah, I'm out. Peace.